What do you think about abortion? How do you think through the issue? First point, the Bible never mentions the word abortion. You'll never find that word anywhere in the Bible. Second point, the Bible does insist that human life has an innate dignity. Human life is not an accident. Human life has been created by God for a purpose, to love God and to love others. Because life has a purpose, life has significance, life has dignity. I always have a very sad feeling when I hear an atheist say to me, well, there is no God, Cliff, but life has value and significance. And I say, really? Why? And they say to me, because we attach significance to our lives. Well, big whoop. If I stand out here and say, I am the greatest, I am the greatest, if I attach that I am the greatest to myself, so what? It doesn't make me the greatest. And just because I attach significance to my life or to your life doesn't in reality give me significance. If in reality you're a hunk of primordial slime evolved to a higher order, then that's what you are. A good-looking hunk of primordial slime. You don't have any dignity. You don't have innate value. You're a cosmic accident. So face reality. The Bible says no. Jesus insists you're not a hunk of primordial slime evolved to a higher order. You're a human being created by God for a purpose. That is why every human being has an innate value and dignity. That is why murder is wrong. And one of the 10 Commandments is, thou shalt not murder. Now, then obviously the question becomes, is abortion murder, or is abortion simply removing excess skin from a woman's body? If abortion is removing excess skin from a woman's body, there's obviously nothing wrong with it. We all remove excess skin from our body on a regular basis. We trim our fingernails, cut our hair. I peel calluses off my feet from playing basketball. So we all remove excess skin from our body, and there's obviously nothing wrong with that. But if abortion is terminating a human life based on inconvenience, based on selfishness, then obviously, and I trust we all would agree, abortion is murder. It's wrong. So obviously that forces us to work through the issue, when does human life begin? And that's obviously where people disagree. Now here's how I work through the issue. If a body lying on a bed in an intensive care unit in any major hospital in the United States has brain activity and heartbeat, doctors and nurses are legally, medically, ethically responsible to do everything within their power to sustain that life. Brain activity and heartbeat. Fine. Between 4 to 6 weeks after conception, the, quote, little piece of skin in a woman's womb, unquote, has brain activity and heartbeat. I would hope, just based on that very simple definition of human life as having brain activity and heartbeat, that we would all agree that between 4 to 6 weeks, we're talking about a human life in a woman's womb because of the existence of brain activity and heartbeat. Well, what about before 6 to 8 weeks? Is it simply a hunk of skin, or is it a human life? My thinking is simple. Is there any difference in kind between a 1-minute-old fertilized egg, a 4-week-old fertilized egg, a 4-year-old fertilized egg, a 40-year-old fertilized egg? Answer is simple. No. There is no difference in kind. There is simply a difference in degree of maturity. At 1 minute old, that fertilized egg is at the appropriate stage for a 1-minute-old fertilized egg. At 4 weeks, that fertilized egg is at the appropriate stage of development for a 4-week-old fertilized egg. At 4 years of age, that fertilized egg is at the appropriate stage of maturity for a 4-year-old fertilized egg, and the same for 40-year-old fertilized egg. 100 times out of 100, that fertilized egg passes down a woman's birth canal as a human being, never as an alligator, never as a chicken, never as a bull or a cow. 100 times out of 100 as a human life. That is why I stand strongly against abortion, because I'm convinced that's a human life that we're dealing with. But in the same breath that I stand against abortion, I have to stand for adoption. In the same breath that I stand against abortion, I have to be willing to dish out money to support those people who bring children into the world and are not financially capable of handling that. And in the same time that I stand against abortion, I have to point out that Jesus Christ bled and died on a cross to forgive those of us who've had abortions, to forgive those of us who put a woman in a position where she had to consider an abortion. So Jesus Christ offers all of us forgiveness and hope. And there's no sin too big or too bad or too gross for Jesus to forgive us.